Um, how would you like me to address you?
Oh, Bill.
Okay.
So my full name is Bill Deiz, D-E-I-Z.
Okay. And then, what made you decide to work against drugs and alcohol abuse?
That's a good question. I grew up here in North Portland, went to Portsmouth, grade school, and Roosevelt High School. And you might want to, can you put something, prop it up against that maybe? Or
I'll just put my hand here.
yeah. Anyway, I saw some of the damaging effects. Actually, I was pretty lucky. When I grew up in North Portland, the biggest drug was alcohol. So people hadn't even, I don't think in those days they didn't even know about marijuana and stuff like that too much. So I didn't see any of that stuff till I got to college. But I had talked, my parents had been concerned because when I was growing up, my mom grew up in New York City, and one of her brothers ended up taking heroin, and so it ruined his life. So when I was a kid, I heard stories about that growing up all the time. And when this opening happened, when I was later out as an adult, I was looking for some public service that I could do, and a job opened up in this area of drug and alcohol prevention among youth. And it seemed like a good fit for me, and I went over there, and it was, and I started working in that field. And I've sort of been volunteering in that way ever since, either as paid or unpaid.
Is that all you have to say about that?
That's a good question. Let's see. Well, the key thing is that a lot of folks don't realize that many young people feel like, experimenting with drugs or experimenting with alcohol may be kind of something they want to do. But one of the things that we try to warn them as adults is that it's a danger zone, because it could be a trap. You may think that it's something that you might want to experiment with, but sometimes some of those drugs are so powerful that they can actually get you turned around and damage your life. We came up with a slogan, drugs destroy dreams, in the sense that if you get involved in that sort of lifestyle and hang out with those kind of people, it can divert you off the path that your life should be taking. And so one of the things that I discovered during this work in this field is that if you can give people facts, don't scare them, don't try to give them BS and stuff. Because when I was growing up, there was a lot of hostility against drugs, but they did it kind of a scary way. But what we try to do is tell them the facts, and that it's basically that your body's still growing, your brain is still developing. A lot of brains don't develop, completely until you're in your 20s, and alcohol impedes that development. Just like if you're smoking cigarettes or something, that impedes your development. So, we just try to get these facts out there so people can understand that.